Hey, I'm Coach Hana Haden, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sportslifetalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keep the wins go hard. Rise a star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
SLT Nation, what it do, fam? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. It is season 4, the year of the Mamba 2024 at KTNI. We are halfway through the year, but still keeping our eyes on that prize. We are going across this country and finding rising stars in our communities who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard of Triple H in the WWE. Well, I got Double H in the building, ladies and gentlemen. The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4-time WBCA 30 under 30, 10 years in this game, and she has ran up 185 career wins while leading teams from all over this country to victory. Y'all got to make some noise for the Springfield, Missouri native and now recently crowned the Queen head coach at Georgia Southern. Y'all make some noise for Coach Hana Haden. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Coach, today you got to teach us how to win. Me and Kevin, we don't know how to win yet, Coach. You got to teach us the recipe on how to become winners in this game that we trying to play. And if this is your first time rocking with us, if you're from Western Carolina, I don't know where y'all from. Missouri, stand up. Y'all, we need y'all to make some noise. I am your host, the mouth of the South B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother. The other side of the You Got Next logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh. All facts, no cap, the head coach KT. Now, Kev, I went and got Coach Hayden. This is one that I personally invited and recruited to the show, so you owe me some kudos this show, bro.
That's your job, is to go get talent.
See how that go, Coach? You do something good, they don't even give you an attaboy. They don't even give you a pat on the back. How you doing today, Kev?
Well, first of all, I got 6 lines for Coach because I was 6 minutes late, so it's gonna be a rough one for me, B. John.
Hey, Kevin, when I heard that, I stayed off the mic a little bit longer. I was like, I don't even want to walk back into that situation.
But now, B. Jones, congratulations for getting us a dope guest. Even though I got to run lines, you're supposed to be a real teammate. You say, man, I'm gonna get on the line with you.
I'm running the lines with you. Soon as we get to Statesboro, we both gonna be on that line, man. We both gonna run that line after we get the bellies full of food. But Coach, we about to kick this show off in a fun fashion. That's right, our icebreaker we call the moment of truth. It is our version of 2 truths and a lie. The rules are super simple. Before the show, Coach Hayden has prepared 3 facts about herself. But as the title of the game goes, one of these facts is all cap. It ain't truthful. So Kevin and I will have exactly 60 seconds to work together as a team and see if we can foil Coach's plans. Now, this is the deal. First half of the year, me and Kevin just said, hey, it was our first year, it's the year of the Mamba. We just our first time doing this game. So we scratched the first half. But second half of the year, since July started, we are 1-2. Coach, we got to go 500. We need you to teach us how to win on this one. Give us your 3 facts.
All right, my 3 facts are that I'm a vegan. I've picked up a stray dog when I was at an away game with my team, and I was an undefeated tennis player in high school.
Bitch, I'm about to be 1-3 because I don't know how we're gonna get this one.
I don't either, but you can't live in Georgia and not eat meat. Do they have vegans in Georgia? Do they have vegans in Georgia, KT? Oh, that's right. She's not from there. A stray dog.
She's a vegan.
Okay, so this the deal. Common sense will tell you, if you got a stray dog on the road trip, you didn't bring a stray dog on a team bus on a flight back or something like that. So
that's true. I know she has a dog, though. I think she has a dog.
Okay, so we're gonna say, all right, so just due to the fact she got okay. Why couldn't she just say I got two brothers and a sister? I don't know.
B. Jones, I was ready for that one. I did my research.
Me too. I got that one. All right, Kevin, I'm gonna let you make a guess on this one. I've been struggling, so I'm gonna let you take a guess. I guess if I had to choose one man, it'll be number 3. I don't know. I feel like
we're just gonna go with number 3 because I'm baffled on this one too. So we're going with number 3.
Coach, we're gonna say you are vegan and you picked up a dog on the away trip, but you were not an undefeated tennis player, unless your last name was Williams somewhere in there. You unless it's Coach Hana Haden Williams, we're gonna say you didn't go undefeated at tennis in high school.
Nope, I got y'all.
Oh, no way!
Oak Hill Academy, my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
My coach was also the tennis coach. And a girl got sick, and he made me sub in for her. So I played one tennis match, and I won. I didn't even know the rules. I was out there hitting it back. I'm like, what's the score now? The girl was mad. I didn't even know the rules to the game. But I won. And so I spoke at graduation, and my coach introduced me as the only undefeated tennis player. So that's my claim to fame.
Yeah,
I'm not a vegan. I eat nothing but chicken tenders,
I knew it.
Buffalo chicken salad.
I know. Oh, yeah. Missouri got too good a barbecue, man. You can't go from Missouri to Carolina to Atlanta. I mean, it just it's miles of meat that she's traveled down, Kevin.
I'm just disappointed because there's no research that we could have done that let us know that
you know what?
I had to play to win. I'm sorry.
Hey, she went for the jugular.
I picked up a stray dog. I was Juco, so we had vans. Right?
I thought about that when I said the team flights and stuff. I was like, well, if she was Juco or NAIA, you might have had what'd you say, Coach?
I said I had my assistant pull the van over, and I was just trying to look at his collar, and the dog jumped in the van with us, and we took him to the hotel and everything.
What'd you name the dog?
Tank.
Tank?
The dog's name was Tank. This dog was like probably 100 pounds. It was the biggest dog ever. It spent the night in the hotel with us and everything, and we had to ask someone to watch it while we went to our game, and then we couldn't go back there. And I still feel so bad, but we helped it out for that night.
Oh, Coach, hopefully you can teach us how to win. And Tank, we're going to keep him in spirit today. But, Coach, let's get this show started. Let's take him on a long journey in any road trip. You know what you got to do, Coach. You got to get that right hand. Come on, lift it up for us, Coach Hayden. Yeah, there we go. Reach over your left shoulder. Grab that seatbelt and strap up. It is time to go to work. Click, clack. All right, y'all. We got to pay the bills in the first and foremost, and I'm going to rush through these because we already know that if you a catamount. Kevin, what is a catamount? I don't have a clue. Coach, you got to tell us what a catamount is today. If you a catamount, if you from Missouri, or if you rocking with them Golden Eagles at Georgia Southern, we need y'all to show us some love by doing 4 quick things that won't cost you a penny. Number 1, stay to the end of this video. Number 2, hit that like button. I'm talking about hit it with an elbow off the top rope so this show will bubble all the way up to the top. Number 3, now Coach was a 3-point shooter in her day. She was a surgical from the 3-point line, but if you're going to play point guard, especially if you're going to play point guard for Coach, you got to be able to pass the ball. Share this show, share the rock, hand this out to as many people as you possibly can. And last but not least, subscribe to the SLT tribe. That's right. Become a part of our family as we have over 600 shows. We promise y'all it's going to be so much more heat to come. Just look past that 1-3 moment of truth record because I promise y'all we got so much heat coming y'all way. You're going to have a great time. Coach Hayden. It's Georgia Southern. It's Gasso going to rock with us. It's Gatta. Kevin, you know what Gatta mean? Coach, do y'all still say Gatta on campus?
Absolutely.
Can you go tell them what Gatta mean, Coach?
I'll tell you from an academic perspective. Get after those academics.
Get after the academics.
Get after that. whatever. On
Yeah. All right, well, Hail Southern on 3. Come on, y'all. Let's do this like we true to it. Coach told y'all to smash that subscribe button. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Boo! Get after they academics. Let's go. All right, Coach, we want everybody out there that's rocking with us to sign in by throwing an emoji in the chat and just letting us know they was out there when this show was out there playing on YouTube. Well, however they watched it. Coach, what is your favorite emoji? What is the emoji of the show today?
Mine is this one.
There it is. The heart emoji. I can't do the heart no more, Coach, because my phone do all kind of crazy stuff. My camera start going crazy. But y'all throw the heart emoji in the chat if you are rocking with us today. If you smash that subscribe button. Kevin and I, we don't do fans. We don't do followers. We only do family around Sports Life Talk. And we personally reach out, shake your hand, and tell you how much you mean to us. And what we going to tell them, KT?
We're going to tell them thank you.
Thank you, Coach. It is time to take you into some deep waters. You won everywhere. You beat us earlier, but you won't beat us in the initiation. Coach Hayden, welcome to the Sports Life Talks initiation.
All right, Coach, initiate you into the SLT family. You got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Okay, so I'm an R&B girl. So I have to, of course, start with Beyonce. Okay, then I'll go SZA, Summer Walker. Then I'm going to give you a little bit older one, Avant.
Okay.
And then my last one, I got to go gospel, and I'll go Tasha Cobb Leonard.
Hey, Kevin, she threw that Tasha Cobb Leonard in there, so you know what you tread lightly, sir.
I got to give her the number. Because whenever you throw gospel, you get the net. So what we like to do, we like to rank everybody's top 5. The highest you can get is 10. The other dope, top 5, B. Jones.
Yes, it was.
So dope, we're going to give her the mamba. Let's go.
All right, 24 the hard way. Now, Kevin, I wonder how many Coach Petrie got.
Why do you do that? That episode was like months ago or something.
He got 24 too. I just watched it last night. Now, is that direct deposit or how does that work?
I don't know about that, Coach.
That's the first time we've been asked that one, Coach. Kevin?
I'm hearing the change. I'm just wondering where it's going.
I'm gonna let you talk to our lawyers on that one because I can't officially answer that one. All right, Coach. So, who is your favorite superhero and why?
So, I don't do superheroes. I haven't watched those movies. When I hear the word superhero, I think of my mom, to be honest. That's
you earned another one, Coach. You earned another one.
All right, Coach. So since every superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Okay, so one, I have to say this. Who do we need to talk to? I became a baseball fan last year at Georgia Southwestern, right? Where our baseball team was going to the NCAA tournament. I got there right at the time for the conference tournament. And I got into baseball because of the walk-up songs. And I'm like, why are we not getting walk-up songs to the free throw line? I don't understand it.
That is actually genius, Coach.
We should be getting walk-up songs. So if I would have got fouled and went to the free throw line, this would have been a song relevant to my time. And I would have wanted Whatever You Like by T.I.
You can have whatever you like. Yeah, I like that.
Well, B. Jones, she's killing the initiation so far, so we can't take her.
Coach kind of dope, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, Coach, we might have to give you the ox when we come up there to Western Carolina. When we come up there to Georgia Southern, we got to give you the ox.
My Juco days when, of course, I would drive the little minivan and I would be, on the ox and I was doing all R&B and the girls would be like, "You're putting us to sleep." 10 minutes later, they're having a concert in the back. I thought this was boring, right? Y'all going to sleep. Now everybody is Alicia Keys.
All that hoot and hollering with Keisha Cole come on, huh? Right. Hey, them girls trip me out when that song come on. Every high school event we go to during the third quarter timeout, they just start hooting and hollering everywhere. I'm like, please turn that off.
The classic.
All right, Coach. So we have a running debate on this show where I want to be a singer, B. Jones wants to be a dancer. So we need for you to break the tie for your episode. Would you rather be a singer or a dancer?
I'd rather be a singer. Can't sing.
Yeah.
I feel like you can, I don't know, you can maybe learn to dance, but just being able to sing. I try, but yeah, I'm gonna
So you telling me like all the weddings you've been to, all the parties you've been to, you didn't want to be like one of those people that was out there like, go coach. You didn't want to be the main center of attention and the dancing and had a circle around you?
No, I want to sing something a cappella. You know?
I love it. All right, Coach. So what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Gosh, basketball has taught me everything. I would say probably the main thing is just perseverance. I just feel like, that relentless attitude that you can always figure it out. You can always work for something. That's probably the main thing. And I noticed actually that Coach Petrie said this on her episode. I think this is something that I used to always talk with my players about at the Juco level, right? Because there's so much uncertainty on what's next. And a lot of times as players, they just have anxiety and the uncertainty, like what's next. And so she said this, but it's like good things happen to good people who work hard. So we just focused on doing things the right way, working hard. And I think I've even seen that in my own career, like doors will open for you.
All right, Coach, we're going to produce a movie that is centered around you. The one thing we're missing is the lead actress. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
This is another hard one for me. I don't watch movies. Something about movies, I fall asleep in movies, but you know who I'll pick is Jennifer Aniston, because I just like her. I think she's hilarious.
You know what? I can actually see Jennifer Aniston. She a little bit too old though, Coach, because
we're talking Friends, Jennifer Aniston.
You know what? Friends, Jennifer Aniston would have been dope. Probably couldn't afford it since she was getting like $1 million an episode of Friends. But I was thinking, let's go with some fresh blood. Let's go with some Sydney Sweeney, Coach. Let's bring one of the new bucks out.
I have no idea who that is. I'm not going to.
Well, I can't tell you. I know who Sydney Sweeney is.
Yeah, we know who she is. Yeah, Hayden is something. It starts with a P. Her last name,
I think. Pinachero.
Yeah. That's what I had for you. I can see that.
I can see that one, KT. I can see that's old school. That's another old school 80 or 90 sitcom young lady. Or maybe she might have been 2000.
Yeah, but 2000. Remember, she was in Heroes.
That's what I remember her from Heroes.
All right, Coach. So this is probably the most important question that we asked during our initiation. B. Jones and I, we love to travel. When we travel, we gotta eat. So we come down on the rock with you. What's the one food spot we're going to before the game, and what is your go-to meal there?
We're gonna go to Dolan's Barbecue. Okay, I like the sampler because you can get brisket, you can get pulled pork, you can get ribs, you get 2 sides. I mean, Dolan's Barbecue is amazing, and my favorite thing there is all the desserts. I love cheesecake. I have a crazy sweet tooth, but they have all different kinds of cheesecake. So, hands down, Dolan's Barbecue.
Hey, say less. Dolan's Barbecue. Here we come with the SLT sampler. I need all of that in my life. Ribs, brisket. Coach, they don't serve all that food, do they?
What? They do. That's why I'm like, we have a recruit. I'm like selfishly like, ask if she like barbecue so we can go to bed.
Well, B. Jones, if we'd asked this question earlier, she couldn't have said
right.
She was a vegan. And we didn't
I know, right? I was just about to mess with Dolan's. I guess they got vegan patties on the menu, but no, Dolan's sound like they too lit.
Yes. All right, now let's welcome a remarkable guest to the show. We're thrilled to have Hana Haden, the newly appointed head women's basketball coach at Georgia Southern University. Hana comes to Statesboro following an incredible season at Georgia Southwestern State University, where she led the Hurricanes to the 2024 NCAA Division II Elite Eight and was honored as the National Coach of the Year. Join us as we dive into her journey and vision for the Eagles. So let's welcome Coach Hayden. So B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Coach, you brought up Georgia Southwestern, but she led every team to victory. It's kind of, I mean, this is probably one of the most revered or winningest careers we've had on there, and that's just a short sample size. I mean, Coach, you've got 185 wins, and you really just not hitting the gas on them, making your way up there to gas. So, Coach, let's take them back to the beginning, because word on the street is that you used to be a bucket. You used to be able to shoot. I read a couple of articles that say you was dropping them. So, take us back. When did you fall in love with the game of basketball, Coach?
Oh, I probably fell in love with the game 4th or 5th grade. I can't remember, but I went to a camp after school. That's where it started. hadn't really played much before that. And I think the coach there had told my mom, like, hey, like, she needs to practice, but she has some promise. So, and she told my mom about this tryout for a travel team. And I went, and I was on the B team the first year, which I was not happy about, but I was really competitive. And, just after that, really basketball took over my life. So I think from 5th grade on, I spent every single weekend traveling around the Midwest playing. And I mean, that after that, it was kind of, what do you say? The rest was history. Like, it just, my life revolved around basketball. I obviously played. I knew I wanted to coach. It's just, it completely changed my life. And I think that, people are always, it's not coaching. It doesn't have to be who you are. And I think, like, if it's only about basketball, then not necessarily, but I think coaching is who I am because of all the other things too, right? Like the impact that you can have. And it started definitely just with the love for the game, but I think what keeps you going is the young people that you get to impact. But it's also definitely that competitive fire. Like again, Coach Petrie, I was agreeing with so much stuff that she was saying, like, yeah, I hate to lose, but I love to win. People that say they don't really like to win that much, it's more the hate to lose. I'm like, I don't know how much you win, but when you win a lot, like, you really,
it feels good.
That feeling too.
Well, Coach, you said no matter, you talked about young, like, you've been in this game for a long time. I mean, can we tell everybody your age on this show? I mean, can we share that? I guess it's only a Google away, but Coach, you are incredibly young. You talking about no matter the age, like, you a baby still, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Is my age on Google?
Yeah, somewhere. I'm not gonna put it out there. My mama taught me better than that, but I'm not gonna put it out there. But I guess when we start doing the math on this thing, yeah. But the storyline that I gathered from doing my research on you, Coach, is that no matter you've always kind of took a path, and that path was less journeyed, right? It was your individual thumbprint. You did it your way. And I kind of want to know if I were to pick your brain and talk back to the person that was at the Juco in Missouri, right? When you were back at home, and then you transferred to another school, and then you transfer to Western Carolina, which is a big offer, right? It's like you had to work your way up. Like, what was going through your mind as you went through this process and knew that where I'm at now is not where I plan on being tomorrow?
Yeah, I think that this lens, it kind of helps me navigate like what's going on today, right? Because when I think back to where I was in college, it was like I was just trying to figure it out, and I was just trying to find the best place for me where I could thrive. I had dedicated my entire life to playing basketball, and I just wanted the best possible experience for me, right? I wanted to play someplace where I felt valued. I wanted to play someplace where I felt like it was a great fit for me as a player and as a person. So just things that I kind of think back on now, where a lot of times coaches are complaining about, the portal and things like that. And I'm like, players want to be where they feel valued and where they feel like it is a great fit. But I mean, I think it just kind of shows, whether it's throughout my coaching career, my playing career, like I was always willing to sacrifice. I would go live in the middle of nowhere. I would pick up and go anywhere if I felt like the opportunity was right for basketball and it was someplace, that I could compete or win. So that's just something that, again, is carried over for me as a coach. It's like wherever the opportunity is, I'll go.
Well, this, I guess, is going to kind of tell them your age, because I looked and you started coaching after your senior year of college, which was 2014. That's what really blew my mind, Coach, because I'm looking at all of these accolades. 4-time WBCA, 30 under 30, 185 wins. Like, and then I look at, like, you just graduated college in 2014. Like, the players, what they going through now, your journey wasn't too different, or the optics or the opportunity wasn't too different, but you just maximize it in a total different way. But when did you decide that you were going to be a coach? So you're sitting over there at Western Carolina, you over there for 2 years, you starting 67 out of 73 games, something ridiculous that I saw on web. So when did it hit you that you wanted to become a coach?
So it was actually my sophomore year at junior college. And I was a captain on that team, and I was a point guard, and I was a leader. But, Juco, the resources are pretty tight, right? So I had my head coach, who I believe he was part-time head coach. And I spent a lot of time with him. He was kind of, he leaned on me for a lot of things, almost assistant coach stuff. He would text me, hey, get the jerseys in the washer, make sure they're in the dryer, hang them up in the locker room before practice starts, and make sure everybody's at study hall on time, and make sure everybody's making good decisions this weekend, and make sure so-and-so's head is right for practice. And so I was getting a lot of that experience, and even seeing what he was doing, like, right, I had no idea that he was part-time, and like later on, he's still one of my really close mentors, but just understanding even the money thing. And I mean, he was sacrificing a lot, just to help us. But I was just looking at him like, this is the coolest job in the world, right? Like, he's coming to work every day and just coaching basketball. And of course, he's helping us with our recruitment and the impact that he had on me. And so I decided then, like, this is what I want to do. So even when I was going through my recruiting process, to be honest, if I would have been more focused probably on my playing career, I would have went Division II. I probably could have had a bigger impact as a player if I would have went Division II. I was really attracted to going to Western Carolina because my head coach, Karen Middleton, who is now an assistant coach at Duke, she was a longtime assistant for Tara Vanderveer at Stanford. And whenever I went on my visit, they knew I wanted to coach. And I went into her office and she had all these notebooks set out. It was like all of her coaching materials and things, notebooks from Stanford and scouting reports and all this kind of stuff. And she was like, hey, if you come here, I'm going to teach you these things. And she did. And I think, she has a great basketball mind. And I think a lot of the X's and O's that I still run today, you see that kind of show up. And obviously I got my start as a head coach very young. So I only had my own playing experience to really rely on. So my first year as a head coach was almost just our Western Carolina playbook. Like, we were calling everything, we had all the same play calls, and we still do, for the most part to this day. But yeah, the junior college really exposed me to it. I decided that's what I was going to do, to the point I was a communication major, which I really enjoyed. I chose communication because it seemed like it had the least homework, and I was right. Classes, no math. That was important to me because I knew I wanted to coach. But I remember my senior seminar class, my professor, she wanted me to shadow someone in my area. Of course, that was kind of the requirement. And I'm like, I don't want to shadow somebody in communication. Like, I want to shadow a coach. This is what I want to do. So I was really fortunate to get a full-time coaching position right out of college. And I was a D2 assistant for 1 year. Katie Vaughn took a shot on me, and she allowed me a lot of autonomy, I would say, for somebody fresh out of college, much more than I would probably give someone today, but she let me coach in practice, and she was letting me do full scouting reports. And, she kind of helped me, I would say, just come into my own as a coach and find my voice. And so I'll never forget, it was like March of that one season as a D2 assistant, Jamal Mayo called me, and he was an assistant athletic director at Western Carolina. He took the athletic director job at Harris Stowe. And so when he calls me, he's like, I want to talk to you about my head women's position. And I'm like, yeah, I probably know some people that I could name. I'll talk to you about it. I'm like, me? I can't do it. I'm 23 years old. Like, what? And so he's like, no, let's talk about it, and come on campus. And so as I started preparing for the interview, I'm like, wait, I could really do this. And so I started getting excited about it. I went on campus for the interview, and I remember just walking around campus like, I could be the head coach at a university, right? Like, this is so exciting. And it was amazing. It was a really hard job. That's why I remember when I took the job, I don't know any different. Everybody's like, that's a hard job.
Yeah.
I have no perspective. So I'm like, whatever, we'll see. So we got players in there, and we experienced a lot of success, and we had the first winning season there in 10 years. And I remember our first conference game, we beat the number 2 team in the country at their place. That was our first conference game. And I think we started out the game with a technical, and I thought that they had done something with the scoreboard. And again, I'm 23. So, this is so funny. So Jaleesa Mitchell, she's on my staff with me at Georgia Southern.
Yep.
She was a senior my first year as a head coach at Harris Stowe. So she's 22, I'm 23. And there's a critical part of the game, and I think there's a bad call, and my assistant's trying to get me off the court, and her and Jaleesa pick me up and carry me back to the bench like, coach, we're good. We ended up winning that game, but it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Those 2 years, I think I grew up more than probably any other 2 years in the rest of my life, just getting thrown into a head coaching position. It was so rewarding, so fulfilling. I still have relationships, with all of my players on those teams. It's so fun. Like, obviously those are my oldest kids, right? Because that was 10 years ago. So now those players are getting married and having families, and all those kind of things. So it's just so cool to see.
So, Coach, you got to teach us how to win. That's the theme of this show, because that's all you've done is win, 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 like you was T-Pain or somebody. So, Coach, what is it? How were you able to find success? You just admitted to it. You were 23. You didn't know nothing. You had to learn it the hard way. You learned it at a smaller school with less resources. Everything about this was back against the wall. Like, the chances of success were minuscule. You had a very short window, a small window, and I mean, you hit that thing right on the bullseye. What's been the secret over these last 8 to 9 years as a head coach in leading team after team to successful season after successful season, recruiting some of the best players, regardless of where they come from, and being able to turn people's dreams into realities, change lives forever? How have you been able to accomplish that, Coach?
Well, I think what you just said, obviously, is getting really good players. Like, I mean, it's one thing that I feel like I'm a humble person and I'm a humble coach, as I should be. But one thing I like to brag on is I like say, hey, I can recruit. I'm going to get kids here. So obviously it starts with the players that you have. And then I think after that, it's putting those players in positions to be successful. It's getting those players to buy in. Like, I think one thing that we've been able to do is, yes, we get these talented players, but like, so last year at GSW, one of our best players came off the bench, and we had our reasons for it, and she bought into it. She didn't mind. She was the MVP of the regional tournament, and she would, if she was here, she'd sit here and explain to you why it was best for the team, and I think, like, if you can just kind of foster that environment, again, it's talented players, it's having players with the right character, because sometimes it doesn't matter how much you try to talk them into it. If it's not in their DNA, they won't accept it. So I think that part is really important. But yeah, like, I say all the time, like, we're stewarding a sisterhood. Like, I'm so grateful to my coaches for the people that they recruited, that are still some of my best friends. Right. So it's like, obviously it was important that they recruited the type of people that you want to be friends with, not only in college, but 10 years later. So I see that as a huge responsibility for us. Like, we want to recruit really great players that are also great people that you want to spend all this time with day in and day out. You see them more than your family or anyone else. And people that are going to be in their corner 10 years from now. And I think, like, when you can get that, you can kind of master that formula, those are the teams that win in March. So it's something that we're very intentional about talking about. It's like, who wins in March? The teams that are most connected, so we, it's something that we just make sure that we talk about, the girls are aware of. We want to recruit winners, and we want them to buy into that. So really good players that care about each other, want to play hard for each other and for the staff.
Coach, I don't know what to believe anymore, because you got this charismatic smile about yourself. Your energy is infectious. Your vibe is amazing. You sit up there talking about SZA and Summer Walker, and you're talking about all these relationships you're building. But yet, before the show, you threatened Kevin by putting him on the line for 6 laps. So I got to know, Coach, if I was to ask one of your players, if I were to pull one of these, not Gasso, because these young ladies still getting to know you. But if I were to poll one of these, Southwestern kids, what are they going to tell us about Coach Hayden?
Well, one, I have to tell you that at Georgia Southern, we have 6 of my former players.
Oh, okay. All right. So we asking them.
Full circle moment. Some of my Juco kids that I had for 1 or 2 years at Moberly, they went to other Division I's, and they're spending their senior year at Georgia Southern. So there's a little relationship plug. But if you ask any players that have played for me, that they would say that I really, really care, but I don't let anything slide. And I'm passionate. I'm really competitive. I love this game. So I think they tell you, like, I coach every possession. So if you come down and you hit a big 3, you can look at my film. I'm going to be on the sideline celebrating. If I think that if you make a tough take to the bucket and they don't give you the call, I'm air one. Now, if you come down and you don't take a charge, you're hearing about that. The very you don't get on the floor for something, or you miss a rotation or some type of defensive assignment. I coach every possession. So I really, really care. I care about them, obviously, on and off the floor, but I don't let anything slide, and I'm going to demand the best version of them.
Kevin, do you see a younger version of Coach Petrie? Are you seeing the Petrie vibes all over her, like that intensity?
Yeah, I mean, mine is throwing the towel or the chair or whatever went out there on the court. So yeah, I'm with you.
All right, Coach. Well, you got to tell us real quickly, what was it like? You did all of this hard work. You coached at every level. You weren't intimidated. You weren't afraid. Like you said, you went around across the country. You drove vans. You drove vans and picked up strays just to get to that point where you are today. But, Coach, what was it like when you got that call from Georgia Southern and now you are truly at a Division I school? What was it like getting that phone call and accepting that offer?
It was really surreal. Like, still sometimes I have to remind myself, like, wow, I'm really a Division I head coach. And I think, like, over the course of my career, I have been really present, like, wherever my feet are, that's where I've been. And I felt like, again, you could ask our Moberly kids, like, they thought that Moberly was the premier Juco in the country. Like, they don't know that in Florida and in Texas, they're riding charter buses and we're driving minivans. Like, we just treated it like it was big time because we were there. And we had a lot of pride in that, and the same thing at Georgia Southwestern. But it's just really surreal to now, be Division I and have a staff, have the staff that I have, like, not just from my coaching staff, but all of our support staff. We have our own strength and conditioning coach. We have a sports psychologist. We have an academic coordinator just for our team. Like, just last year, I'm in the weight room. I'm demonstrating the power clean and doing all of those things. So it's surreal. It's gratifying. It's exciting for me because, again, like, those are all things that I would try to put together myself, right? Like, I'm the counselor, I'm the bus driver, I'm the trainer, I'm all of these things. And now, like, we have the ability to recruit really high caliber players and then bring them here and back it up with a really valuable and rewarding experience for them. So it's just, it's still kind of hard to find the words, but I'm just really, really grateful.
It's all still falling in place. You built this team. You brought in your family. Sound like, that's kinfolk. Yeah, that sound like you went and got your people. So all y'all holding it down in Statesboro now, but the whole conference should be afraid. They should be very scared because I don't think you know how to lose, Coach. So what's the expectations of this Gasso team? What are we doing in year one of the Hana Haden regime?
Well, one, I would say this Sun Belt is a really, really good league.
Monster. Nasty.
It's a very good league. It's a deep league. Obviously, there's really, really good coaches. There's great players. I know they've recruited my players from Moberly for a long time, so I've followed this conference. So it's going to be tough. 6 teams in the postseason just last year. So it's a really, really tough conference. And I think one thing that I have finally learned in my coaching career is that we don't necessarily, like, we know what we want to accomplish, but just being really process oriented rather than outcome oriented and letting that take care of itself. So our goals are really simple. We try to get better each day, win the next game, and play our best basketball in March, and we'll just see where that takes us.
Oh, where this show is about to take us into a new game. That's right. Coach Hayden, welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We're going to do a little one-on-one, and you are now officially calling all of the shots. All right, Coach. You already saw Coach Petrie, so you already know what's going down. This one right here, the intensity just leveled up, KT, because she did her homework on us. So here we go. Kevin is the defending champ. Let's go. Let's go through the options.
Who won that episode, B?
Coach Petrie?
Yeah, did you win it?
I don't know, Coach. Who won that Coach Petrie episode? I can't remember, Kevin. I'm gonna take the win though, because Coach.
I'm gonna take it since nobody can remember. All right, Coach. Would you rather coach a player that you recruited that no one gave them a chance? They make it to the Basketball Hall of Fame, and then their speech tells you they wouldn't be there without the love and guidance of Coach Hayden, or
Coach. You hit Division I. You are on the main scene, and now you're about to hit them with a gangster lean. Coach, you about to have a run that's unlike anything else. This Gasso team is about to become an elite university, and every single team at every single level will fear putting y'all on the schedule. We talking Elite Eights, Final Fours. Georgia Southern will see some of the most 4- and 5-star premier players. You will retire 30 years from now with your name, Hana Haden, on the floor, and you will be the winningest coach at Gasso as a Hall of Famer.
Okay, so I like the angle Coach Petrie took on this about the kid, but just listen to this angle though, although it does seem a little egotistical about the court and all of that. But if we accomplish all of that, think about all the experiences that so many players would have had over all of that time and how many speeches and Hall of Fame. I'm going to go there.
Yeah, I know you're going there.
More young people impacted on that one. I'll take that.
Let's go. That's round one. That's round one.
My whole question against me. I don't like that, B-Joe. Let's go. Let's go. I got to really throw this
right,
round.
Coach. Media and entertainment. This one going to take on a new meaning for you. Because I don't, you was at a Juco, so you know what Last Chance you was like, right, Coach? You watched it on TV. We all cringed and we all celebrated. But this time, women's basketball has never seen it. And Division I women's basketball has never seen it. So we got to get a camera crew together. We showing up to Statesboro. We are going to film this 2024-2025 Eagle team. We're going to show y'all in the locker room, on the flights, at practice, the lines, all of the good, all of the bad, but we're going to show how y'all are building this thing brick by brick, step by step in the year one of the Hana Haden regime. And we're going to call it all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. All right, KT.
Golly, that was good. All right, so imagine yourself as a star of a globally acclaimed sports food show that streams on Hulu and the Georgia Southern website, where each episode is an adventure to a new city, tasting the finest cuisine from 5-star restaurants to hidden local gems. You get to sit down with top athletes and coaches from various sports, delve into their personal stories, training regimens, and unique cultural flavors that inspire them. It's not just a show, Coach. It's a passport to the world's kitchens and stadiums, a journey that combines the thrill of competition with the joy of extraordinary food.
He sauced it up a little bit more. I give him credit for that one, Coach.
Yeah, that is the good one. But
that ain't what you asked Coach Petrie, but it's okay.
I think this year needs to be documented, so I'm going with the documentary.
Oh, get on the line, son. Right on the lineups. Right on the line. What a stopwatch at, Coach. He better be 60 seconds. You know what that means? Y'all know what that means. Oh, it's been a long time since I can say that one. But here we go, Coach. We still gonna give you the last round just because it is our favorite round. It's the fun round. For round 3, we stop doing the talking. We let our sneakers do the talking for us. If you're a sneakerhead, come hang out with me and KT Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Love to see y'all there. We have a fun show, and I talk sneakers. But without further ado, Coach, before the show, you already knew this because you watched it. We picked a pair of sneakers out of our collection that we think that you would like, Coach. And hopefully, whichever pair you like the most, that host will get the final point, and it won't matter. But it's still going to be bragging rights. So, Coach, on the count of 3, I need you to say, hold that sneaker. You ready, Coach?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker.
I ain't even gonna wait on it. I ain't even gonna wait on it. I should have threw some gold laces in this thing.
No, I'm going with KT because I like the low.
Thank you.
Coach, we had a broom.
I'm sorry.
Oh, but you know what though? I hope it still fit because oh my goodness. Woo! Oh, all gas, no brakes. Let's go. Man, it feels good to be the new champion of this show.
I'll be dropping my top 6. I'll be dropping my top 6 tomorrow. And I don't know if Georgia is going to make my top 6.
Hey, Kevin, do you know what, though? I looked over the roster. Do you know I always say, how we say this, in order to have a championship roster, you got to have a Dallas player? She got a Dallas player on that team. Girl out of Braswell. It's Jasmine Jackson or something like that, isn't it?
That's right.
Hey, so she got it. Was she one of the transfers with you, or was she already at Georgia Southern?
She's a transfer. She hadn't played for me previously, but we got her on the portal. Yeah.
You knew what you was doing. A Dallas kid.
Yeah, that's dope, B. Jones. They didn't help me in the championship round.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, we in the Dallas market. You can take that as a win. All right, Coach. The title of the show is You Got Next. We see all the smiles. We had a fun going down memory lane and talking about how you worked hard and played harder. But, Coach, we got to leave them inspired. We got to leave them with something to know what's the future hold for you, Coach. So everybody who's following you now, or go and follow her at Coach Hana Haden on Twitter. What does the future hold for you, Coach? What are you looking forward to the most as this career progresses?
I'm looking forward to, building the program here at Georgia Southern. We want to take Georgia Southern back to the NCAA tournament. It's been almost 30 years.
Take that. Yeah. Hey, y'all gonna pop somebody this shit. I can't wait till y'all break somebody off something. They gonna be like, what, where in the world did that come from? All right, KT.
We will never say take that on this.
I know. I thought about it after. It's okay. We raw.
All right, Coach. You have any shout outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout out to my mom, to my grandma. I got to send her this link. She's been working her iPhone very well lately, so I feel like she's going to be able to get on here and access it. I want to shout out to my staff. I was just thinking about that today. Whenever I got home, I'm just really grateful for the staff that I was able to hire. They're great people, and they've been working extremely hard to help us get this thing going.
Hey, real quick question now, because I want to send. I know everybody. We don't have time to really go through each one of your staff, but when everybody has this dream staff, like you already have a mind. Like if I ever get put in this position, this is what I'm going to do. Did you have trouble putting that staff together, or was that kind of what you had already visioned when you were thinking about, hey, like if I ever get this kind of position, this is what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, because kind of I had that idea, and we were able to execute it pretty well. I wanted a veteran coach. I wanted somebody who would really, really recruit. I wanted player development. And then, of course, I wanted, just hard workers, people that I can trust, and people that are going to treat our players the right way.
All right, so this is a part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. Told them my story. Why don't you do the same thing? With that said, Coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
I'm going to call out Briley Palmer. I'm going to stick with Coach Petrie and shouting out the Juco products. Briley Palmer, she just got the Southeast Missouri State head job straight from Mineral Area College, so Juco. She made the jump that I couldn't. I was trying to go Juco to Division I. I went, I had to go to GSW Division II for a year. She went straight from Juco to Division I, like Coach Petrie. So yeah, I'm going Briley.
And Kevin, I'm seeing a theme here. It's some dogs. I'm talking about they all across the nation up there coaching them. We might have to start watching some more Juco basketball. But Coach Briley, what's her last name?
Palmer.
Briley Palmer, let the world know that you are up next. You are officially on the clock. Your ticket just got punched, and we can't wait to have you on the show so we can keep this Juco product storyline going. And Coach Hana Haden, Double H, you got next. You are the true coach. You are vivacious. You are energetic. You are a trailblazer, an icon. You are a winner at life on and off the court. And we support you through everything that you do. We can't wait to get up there to Statesboro and see you guys hoop, because you are tenacious, extraordinary, and elite. You deserve a yeet. They not like us. They not like us. Yeah, let's go. Let's turn it up, man. I'm super excited. I got the belt back. I'm feeling good. You should be feeling good because you just got an amazing storyline, Coach Hayden. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for coming on the show. And all of our people out there that's watching the show right now, thank y'all for sticking around, hanging out with us and listening in. We appreciate it. We do this for you guys. We can't do it without you. So make sure y'all smash that subscribe button, hit that share button, hit that like button, do all that stuff. Y'all know what y'all need to do as a real MVP would. And make sure you are tapping in with us at Sports Life Talk. I'm just going to tell y'all right now, we got some crazy content coming. That's not just you got next. We got some crazy content coming your way over the second half of the year. So buckle up, smash that subscribe button, and tap in with us. And if you want to be on the show, if you got a story, I extend this invitation on every single show. That means I've extended this invitation 600 plus times. Go to our website, SLT, YouGotNext.com. Click on the nominate tab. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you feel like you got next, and audition to be on the show. It is just that simple. For all of my tanks out there who riding around in vans, being picked up as a stray on the side of the road, this is what I need y'all to do. Go download this show as well as all of the other shows in the audio format in the podcast. I'm a big time podcast junkie, Coach. I love just listening to the show as I ride and fester on ideas. And sometimes I just listen as a fan to some of these great stories. But y'all can listen to the stories. It's something in there for everybody. Wherever you listen to your podcast, on Apple, on Spotify, don't matter. Kevin has this thing uploaded to like 20-something different podcast sites. So make sure you keep the show and the inspiration, the laughs, and all the energy going when in audio format. KT, I told you, I get up for shows like this. Coach is amazing. I love this job, bro. I just want to say thank y'all. Mama, I did it. I got the belt back. Kevin, let's go home.
Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know and we got your back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, you know what we got to do, right, Coach? We go pop bottles all night, shawty. You can have whatever you like. You can, come on, Kevin. You can sing it. Come on, man.
I don't like losing. I'm like, Coach, I don't like losing.
Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next, cause you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag cause you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest hut in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sports Life, talking this.